just saying, G.
What you saying?
Oh, Clint Kubiak first up. You have the floor. I'm trying to. That was my bad. My bad. Mendoza. Can he leapfrog Kirk Cousins for the gig?
He led a good scoring drive as far as getting in and out of the huddle and commanding the group and getting the play calls down. You know, I saw the same guy that we've seen in practice. I see, an ascending player. You know, Kirk's been getting the reps with the ones. I think he's had a solid training camp, and, it's his job to lose.
All right, now, that was my bad. I just I just wanted to hear you guys' opinions too fast. I almost didn't throw the soundbite there. What do you think about the Week 1 gig for the Raiders? What do you think?
Oh, this is definitely Kirk Cousins' job to lose.
You do?
Yeah, because we're thinking about this with the idea that we know what the Raiders were thinking when they drafted Mendoza, is we knew what the plan was. We don't know what the plan is, but Kirk Cousins is comfortable in this offense. He's had a lot of success in this offense. And Kurt Warner, our Hall of Famer, I talk to him all the time, and he says we have a QB development issue, but Gerald says we have a patience issue. Yeah. You draft a guy number 1 overall, and everybody's like, just throw him in there, throw him in there. What happened to development? What happened? You throw him in there, he's not ready. Now everybody's on him. Oh, they drafted the wrong guy. Why not let Kirk Cousins start the season off, run the offense? He can learn from Kurt. What is he thinking? What is he seeing? But whatever Kirk Cousins does will determine when Mendoza starts or when he plays.
Yeah, I agree with you, G. Like, seriously, bro. Like, traditionally speaking, when you have a young quarterback and you're trying to develop him the right way, you want him to sit, learn behind a quality veteran to learn kind of how to do this thing, man. But this is the first overall pick. I mean, things are a little bit different. There's a little bit different pressure, not just on the player being the number 1 overall pick. There's a little bit different pressure on the organization from the fans with this being the number 1 overall pick. And I noticed when Rich teed you up, you looked at both pitches a couple times because you kind of was like, which one? Actually, Kirk Cousins was my comp for Fernando Mendoza coming out. Like, I think there's similar guys. The only difference being Kurt has more experience in the system, but Fernando's a lot more athletic, and his arm is a little bit more explosive than Kirk Cousins. How many times have we seen Kirk Cousins in the games not being able to get away from the rush? You look at his offensive line, it's rebuilt, but, I mean, Rome won't build overnight. You act like they're going to just already just be blocking and be one of the top offensive lines in the National Football League from the beginning. My thing is this. If Fernando Mendoza is playing ball where he is not losing the game for you, you got to put him in the game.
So you're going to put your first overall pick behind the O-line that you just said it needs to be rebuilt and all that. You're going to put your franchise behind that O-line right now.
If in your evaluation as a coaching staff, you deem he ain't going to lose the game for us, I'm playing Fernando Mendoza because he might not get up behind that offensive line. I'm just saying.
Well, if he don't, that's why he's there.
Or he can
good to go.
Or he can run away, is what
That's
you're saying.
what I'm saying.
It's their Week 1 game against Miami to start the season, and then it gets appreciably tougher based on last year's records after that. Aaron Glenn's quarterback, Geno Smith, not going to go tonight. Cade Klubnik is going to go tonight for Aaron Glenn's New York Jets in year 2 for him. He is now calling plays on the defensive side of the ball. We'll talk about the Jets prospects. And then have the Cowboys fixed the defense that gave up the most points in the league last year. Gerald and Mike Robb dive in on that when we come back.
Take one defender. Add a large helping of sand. Mix in some rocks. Freeze to -40 for several days. Then soak in 35 inches of water. Bake at 122 Fahrenheit. Finally, serve on a plateau of your choosing.
Explore available offers now at LandRoverUSA.com.
The DQ Blizzard Double Flip Deal is here. Buy 1 Blizzard treat and get a second for just 99 cents.
99 cents? That's bananas.
1, 2, 3, we got a DQ flavor, Savannah Bun. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Limited time. Get it in the DQ app.
Every day, day, Jim Beam drove the secret ingredient to his family recipe home in his 1939 Cadillac. That same spirit. It's what's on the grid today.
We believe the most rewarding wins are when we work like a team.
Ready? Oh, I'm ready.
Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
That's why U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings are designed to work together so we can reward you more.
Check play 2, check play 2.
That's the power of us.
T-Mobile introduces nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out with a new phone.
Okay, what stood out to you most about this ad?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Pay nothing up front, get a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Find yours.
There is so much NFL on ESPN right now, it's disgusting. I love it. Monday Night Football's on, the pregame and postgame are on, and then like 4 more shows about those shows every week. I don't speak Roman, but I'm pretty sure Super Bowl 61 is on. NFL Network is now on the ESPN app. If they had any more football, my doctor will have some words. No, we're good. Sick. Football is on. This is your life now.
Check it out. I'm shopping for a car on AutoTrader.
Is that how you search?
Searching all this inventory from local dealers. A simple conversation.
So I can really find an SUV with I'm a director energy.
Really? Wait, really? Find your next car on AutoTrader. Really?
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place. Because that's how you gain the power to reach your horizons, wherever they may take you. Find your way to money with personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Not only is there no chance of a boring fight in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, there's no chance of a boring exchange. Bare Knuckle FC is here!
The one thing I've truly love about the Cowboys fan base is it's that or nothing. I love those expectations.
Yes, now or never. Never lose sight of the goal.
Sometimes you gotta go out and do some things. The Cowboys did that.
Dak Prescott, you better cash in right now while you have this opportunity.
I will prevail.
We'll see the Cowboys first go at it in preseason against the defending Super Bowl champs in Seattle tomorrow night on NFL Network. Fun.
I'll be there.
Fun stuff. You must be psyched.
I will. Yeah, bro.
It's so great going up there.
Oh, my goodness. The fans.
Party.
Yeah.
Night games there, too. It's off the charts. Off the charts. And that jewel of a stadium and jewel of a city up there in the Pacific Northwest. Hey, the Cowboys went and drafted Caleb Downs, who's as good as they come out of the Ohio State on the defensive side of the ball. I know 2 other defenders got taken before him. That probably pisses him off a little bit, to be honest, right? Certainly since the Giants passed on him, too, and his dad played there. Rashawn Gary, Malachi Lawrence also added to the mix right there. Got to mention, too, got a kid named Jayshon Barham from Michigan who is fast and aggressive. He's there as well. They have a new defensive play caller. They've got Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark as well from last year. First full year of Quinnen Williams. He's now also been paid. Heavy pockets right there in the middle of the line. They have enough now? What do you think? Have they done enough to make this playoff run that we've been waiting for out of them for a while? What do you think?
I believe they have, simply because of those last 2 guys you mentioned, Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams. Being a defensive tackle, I've learned a lot of football. And what I've learned defensively is if you have 2 guys that are dominant in the middle, it makes it easier on everybody else around you. I was with Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams out in Vegas at the SAC Summit. When I tell you these guys are in phenomenal shape and they are ready to go, they have a point to prove because they feel like they've been a little disrespected when it comes to the best D-tackle tandem in all the NFL. They don't only believe, they know they are the best tandem. So if these guys can play the way we expect, the way Quinnen got paid, yes, this defense has enough because it makes everybody better around them.
Oh, man, I love being up here with a defensive diamond. defensive tackle too, man, because you're absolutely right. You build a defense from that middle out. I've been a running back trying to navigate through the big guys in the middle right there, bro. I've had guys almost break my shoulder pad trying to get through there, so they're vitally important. But for this Dallas Cowboy defense, I think they've done enough. Simply because when you look at on the offensive side, they got those two guys on the outside. They're going to score some
They're going to put up points.
They're going to put up points. So if this defense, I've been saying this all throughout training camp, if this defense can be kind of a speed bump, just slow teams down a little bit, take the ball away from time to time, give the ball back to this offense, I think the Dallas Cowboys will be all right.
Yeah, we didn't mention Ezeraku already there. DeMarvion Overshown.
Overshown is healthy.
Coming off of the knee. He's real fast, real good. Christian Parker's the new defensive coordinator there. No team has ever given up the most points in a playing season one year and followed it up with a Super Bowl win the next. That's never happened. It's a big step forward, but they do have a bunch of talented guys on that side of the ball. And as you mentioned, they're already on tilt on offense. The Browns are the first team, road team that's up on our triple header tomorrow. And it's, the quarterback's going at it. We talked about it last night, so I'd love for you to go first if you'd like, Gerald. Deshaun Watson is going to be the first guy out of the gate. Todd Monken says he's going to play the whole first half against the Bears Saturday, and then Shedeur Sanders from there. And then Shedeur is going to take it in week number 2 of the preseason.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's a QB competition. This is part of it. We've seen it year after year. There's QB competitions. Let's see what happens. Deshaun Watson, I will say this, he's had every opportunity to be the starter, the long-term solution. Shedeur Sanders, this is his second year. He didn't start the whole season, but he's young. If you look at what they did, they gave up a generational talent in Myles Garrett because they want to go younger. Shedeur Sanders is young. So if he gets in this game and plays well, then this is who I believe they should go with. Because Deshaun Watson has had ample opportunity, he can't help that he's been injured. But the Deshaun Watson that they expected to get, which is how he played in Houston, they have not got that. So this is his final opportunity. He's getting the first shot at it, but let's see what happens. If it's close, if Shedeur Sanders is closer, I say you go with Shedeur.
I'm with you. If it's close, I say you go with Shedeur, too. I just think as a front office, you have a responsibility to look toward the future. Win now, but you also have to look toward the future. But to that point, I don't think we know exactly what the front office wants, what their goal is. Because if Deshaun Watson, by our reports, Deshaun Watson is leading the competition. We don't know by how much, but he's leading. If he wins the job, does that mean you're trying to win now? Is he the quarterback for the future? I'm not so sure that they believe Deshaun Watson the quarterback for the future. Because to your point, we haven't seen that MVP mold from Deshaun Watson in, 3-4 years now.
Right.
So if they're looking toward the future, I think Shedeur should get the roadway to get an opportunity to be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
A lot of fans agree with you on that, to be honest.
It's the truth, man.
The Vikings have already declared who won the quarterback battle before there's even a preseason snap on the field. It's Kyler Murray who got the gig earlier this week. He's going to be the Week 1 starter against the Green Bay Packers. What a big Week 1 game that is in the NFC North. So he's the starting quarterback. 2 other games tonight on the preseason docket, including the Commanders and the Falcons. The Broncos and the Falcons. You got the Commanders and the Dolphins as well. It's Tua's gig. He's going to get the start for the Falcons tonight. It hasn't been official. Michael Penix coming back from a knee injury, but all signs are pointing to Tua getting the gig in Atlanta.
See Michael Penix there. You saw him a little bit in the background. Look, I wouldn't want to be the person, or Kevin Stefanski, evaluating this quarterback room. I wouldn't. Because, Rich, when you look at it, you look at both quarterbacks. To me, it's not the football part that is the issue. Both of these guys, I believe, can read defenses. Both of these guys, I believe, can throw with anticipation. I believe Michael Penix has a little bit bigger arm. He wants to play the long game and play downfield. But their issue, both of them, is that they get hurt. They get injured.
Yeah.
It's hard right now. You can't even say that it's a quarterback competition because Michael Penix can't do 11-on-11 football. He's not really competing. So, yeah, it is Tua's job to lose. But tonight, every time Tua gets tackled, if he gets tackled, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
And so how do you evaluate that, man? I don't know. I wouldn't want to be the talent evaluators, but I will tell you this. If I'm Cooper Rush, I'm trying to stay in that quarterback room because I might get an opportunity to play.
There's Kevin Stefanski right there. Speaking of him, what are your 2 cents, Joe?
Yeah, when I look at this QB competition, I always look at, okay, who brought these guys in? I look at regimes, all right? Michael Penix was the old regime, the Raheem Morris regime. That was their guy. So let me tell you guys something about how these regimes work. Coaches and regimes are going to bring in their guys. They bring in their coaches. They bring in the players they want to bring in. They draft who they want to draft. They brought in Tua for a reason. Tua is their guy. This is his job to lose because, one, like you said, Michael Penix hasn't been healthy in years. That dates all the way back to college. Then he's been hurt since he's been in the NFL. But Tua has shown that he can lead this league in passing, that he can lead a team to the playoffs, and they brought him in for a reason. So if Tua plays well, this is his job to lose, and it's just going to depend on, can he stay upright?
Yeah, they better protect him. Tell you that.
And it's interesting how it works, right? Because if you remember, Tua took over for Jalen Hurts at the very end of a playoff, the college football national championship game, and he made the throw of his life to win it for Alabama, and he found Devontae Smith, now of the Eagles, in this building. This is the spot where it all started for Tua, and now here it is, him coming around full circle, getting another opportunity to start for another franchise, and they're talented. You want to talk?
They are.
So I understand what you say. It's tough to evaluate them in terms of one over the other. But when you get them out there, it'll be easier to evaluate them in the offense because that's Drake London. That's Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
That's Bijan Robinson. Just to name 3 right there,
But most of the franchise quarterbacks, Rich, in this league, they have to be able to function when they're under pressure. They have to be able to function when things aren't right. They have to be the deodorant to cover up the stink for their teams at times.
So the Falcons learned today that James Pierce, their defensive end that was on the commissioner's exempt list, has been suspended for 8 regular season games. He did not appeal it, so he is going to miss at least half the season right there for violating the league's personal conduct policy, arrested in February and charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and 3 other counts. He involved his girlfriend at the time, Sparks WNBA star Rakia Jackson, as well. Reading the details of what happened just is shocking and dismaying, to say the least. He does have a path to have those charges expunged from his record. Bottom line, though, is in terms of his conduct in the National Football League, he's going to miss 8 games of this season, returning November 2nd for the Atlanta Falcons. Take a break right here, and we'll get you ready for kickoff in 12 minutes' time. Cade Klubnik, the Jets drafted him in the 4th round of this year's draft, and this is a kid that they're going to have to evaluate as well at some point. We talked about it all last night, about the Steelers, about anybody else that's wondering who their starter is for next year into a talent-laden draft at that position.
There's a way to cut your dishwashing time by 50%.
Try Dawn Power Wash Dish Spray. It removes 99% of grease and grime in half the time. It cleans so well, you can replace multiple cleaning products.
Try Dawn Power Wash.
Outback Steakhouse has a 3-course meal called the Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. With soup or salad, your choice of select entrees, and a cheesecake for dessert.
Oi, 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 oi.
It's 3 oys. 3 courses starting at $14.99 at Outback for a limited time.
What did you bring back from your last trip? A dumpling you'll never forget. What nature truly feels like. A bit of local art. A soulmate for the week. Finding out you love a good poncho. And glamping. And that durian is everything they say it is. Everywhere you go with Marriott Bonvoy shapes you, making you the greatest souvenir of all. Explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences.
An invitation to the feeling of a life well designed. The invitation to Lexus Summer Sales Event.
The DQ Blizzard Double Flip Deal is here. Buy 1 Blizzard treat and get a second for just 99 cents.
99 cents? That's bananas.
1, 2, 3, we got a DQ flavor, Savannah Bud.
The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Limited time. Get it in the DQ app.
Not much longer now, and I will also take to the skies.
Me too.
You? No, you will always be a worm.
Just wait and see.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Every day, Jim Beam drove the secret ingredient to his family recipe home in his 1939 Cadillac. That same spirit. It's what's on the grid today.
At Olive Garden, we're all about more craveable classics and more made-from-scratch sauces. Which begs the question, what could possibly be next?
How about delivery?
Olive Garden now delivers, and for a limited time, delivery is free. Only at olivegarden.com.
And Doug.
I'm glad we could all play today.
They say tennis is great for remembering you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
Do they, Doug?
Well, I say it. Limu, ball me. Limu, ball me again?
Again?
My bad!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Browns, Bears, Rams, Chiefs, Cowboys, Seahawks to highlight the final day of preseason action for week number 1. All the games are on Saturday after tonight's 3 games. It's on NFL Network, streaming also on the ESPN app. Baker Mayfield told the Bucs, let's talk contract before training camp begins. And once it begins, we're done. So Mike Garafolo joining us from East Rutherford right now on everything going on the Bucs side of things. What can you tell us there, Mike Garafolo? What do you got in your reporter's notebook for me, please?
Yeah, Rich, there's nothing to say that Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers can't do a deal. That's just Baker's self-imposed deadline for talks before training camp. So we'll see. Maybe it gets revisited down the line. I don't get the sense, by the way, that they were that far off. So that's one starting quarterback storyline. The other one for the Jets tonight, Geno Smith not going to play. That was the plan at one point for him to play alongside all the other starters, but he'd experienced some foot soreness recently. I'm told that is not something the team is overly concerned about, and he would have played if it was a regular season game, but he is not going to play. So Cade Klubnik, the rookie 4th-round pick, gets the start for the Jets with the rest of the starters. He hasn't gotten those reps during training camp with the starters, so that's a big change in plans for him and an opportunity for him as well. On the other side, Jake Browning, the backup quarterback for the Buccaneers, he's not going to play because of a back injury. So Connor Bazelak and rookie Jalen Daniels going to be the quarterbacks for the Buccaneers. David Bailey is going to be after one or both of those guys, the rookie Jets pass rusher. He's been sensational in the spring and into training camp, so you'll get to see him put his pass rush prowess on display tonight, MetLife Stadium, the preseason opener for both of these teams.
Yeah, and David Bailey's 2nd overall pick was one of 4 picks between 2 and 50 that the Jets made in this year's draft, going ahead and grabbing Kenyon Sadiq, 16th overall out of Oregon, and then 2 members of the national champion Indiana Hoosiers, the wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr., who I guess Omar is a 4-letter word, that catch he made in Penn State at the end of that game.
Oh, don't remind me.
And then D'Angelo Pons, who's a very talented corner. You saw a handful of free agents that they signed, including Demario Davis, who's been there before, just like Geno Smith. Minkah Fitzpatrick brought in to bring some veteran leadership to the back end of the defense. Are these is this a sign of a turnaround here? Because the Jets keep telling their fans we're going to reset and redo, and it'll be a rebirth. What do you think?
Rich, I believe that. I mean, you mentioned some of those names, guys like Minkah Fitzpatrick and Demario Davis. I mean, he needs impact veterans that not only know what to do, but know how to raise the level of people around them, right? And so I do believe they got the right veterans, and especially when you look at Geno Smith has to be that consistent cog on the offense that keeps everything together. Because, again, Aaron Glenn, you said it earlier, Rich, he's calling plays on defense now. His attention is going to be a lot more there. He can't be worried about the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, Aaron Glenn went about it the right way. You bring in vets to make it easier on your first-round rookies.
Yep.
When Aaron Glenn took over play calling in Detroit, he had the second overall pick, and he drafted a guy named Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, yep.
I think that worked out. So when he's looking at what I'm doing, I'm bringing in these vets. You guys get everybody lined up. David Bailey, I just need you to go get the guy with the ball. That's all I need you to do. And I'm so excited to see him play because I didn't play with gloves. And any D lineman that don't play with gloves, you got to love him. I know Sapp is watching now. He didn't play with gloves. Sapp used to have me wrap my hands like a boxer. And you go out there and you get it. David Bailey, I can't wait to see.
What's up, Warren? What's up, Warren? Warren knows about waking up dangerous on a football day like this guy, Baker Mayfield. Let's spend a little bit of time on this guy and his contract standoff that ended when he basically said, we're done talking, and how that affects the team. Roll it.
It's disappointing. You think you're a cornerstone of the franchise to be treated like that?
Gotta get my money right.
If you've waited this long to take care of your franchise quarterback, that's too bad.
Gotta get my money right.
It's only going to get worse from here. Yeah, I'm going to have a really good year.
I know the Bucs take umbrage at, being painted as they don't pay their guys.
Mm-hmm.
They have, Tristan Wirfs got paid. They've paid guys, right? You got paid? Okay, yes, sir. That said, though, when you don't pay your quarterback after what he's done to the tune of what he wanted, that could send a message to the locker room that doesn't matter how much you ball out, we're not going to pay you.
Yeah.
Fair or not. There's Vita Vea also saying,
right.
I'm about 20 mils shy of what I deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to affect the team, you think?
What I do know is, personally, is that Baker stood up in front of his guys and told them this will not be a distraction. He gave them the path of how this season is going to go. We are going to go out and we're going to win a lot of football games. The benefit from all of this are the Buccaneers, because if you look at Baker Mayfield's history, he's always bet on himself. He's bet on himself from the time he left that high school in Austin, Texas, walked on to Texas Tech, walked on to Oklahoma, first overall pick, Heisman. He keeps betting on himself. He bet on himself when he signed with the Bucs. He publicly said, I'm going to have a great season. When you do that and you at a standstill for a contract and you call your organization out, you have to go have a great season.
Yeah.
And Baker, he's backed up all the talk. If you look at his track record, so if I'm the Bucs, I say, hey, let Baker do his thing, man. Let's go out and win some games, and I believe that Baker's going to lead this team the right way.
Yeah, you would hope so. You would think that, the play from the previous years would carry over to this year as well, and Baker would be motivated. But again, man, other teams in the NFC South then got better too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they're definitely gonna be challenging them. But to your point, Baker, man, when he bets on himself, when he gets it going, when he understands that he's being challenged, you usually see the best version of Baker Mayfield. And again, and especially if they're running the football with Bucky Irvin and capturing the line of scrimmage, he can be explosive in the passing game. So I like the way that they're dealing with Baker, because again, like you said, when he bets on himself, he's usually the best version of himself.
So Baker Mayfield planting the flag on management helps plant the flag for management, raise a banner for management.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, listen, you go against you called out the organization and said, I'm going to have a great season. At this point, Baker, you have no choice but to have a great season. So if I hear that and I'm his teammate, let's get it, Baker.
Didn't once upon a time Steve Bisciotti tell Joe Flacco, hey, go win a championship, put your bag on my desk and tell me to fill it up? And he did that.
He did that. He also had a defense that was...
Oh,
you need Hall of Famers
people like Ray and Ed?
Come on, man.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I think Sizzle was on that team too, right?
Yeah, it was a few Hall of Famers.
Hey, listen, Vita Vea out there and the rest of these guys collectively together.
Yeah.
Okay, just saying.
I see you trying to compare it.
I'm trying to weave a tap. That's all I do. We're taking you to kickoff of Bucs and Jets right here on NFL Network. But For you fans in Tampa and New York, please check your local listings for live coverage in your markets. For the rest of you, guess what? The Bucs and the Jets starts right now here on NFL Network. Baker Mayfield looks like he wants to play, right? Or he's getting ready to play, but he's not going to play tonight for the Buccaneers, who are getting ready to start the season in just a few weeks with a lot of question marks. Contractually, one is already over in terms of Baker saying he's done talking contract. There's Vita Vea out there. He's not going to be out there tonight. No Geno Smith. Cade Cup. Pardon.
Still been there, and he's hoping in a week or two he's ready to go.
Coming into the last college football season, you had Cade Klubnik, Drew Allard, Carson Beck, Arch Manning. They were saying this could be the best QB class we've ever seen, and then it was a drastic drop-off. So I've seen some interviews with Cade Klubnik where he said, I do have a point to prove. He got drafted in the 4th round, and you bring in Geno Smith, but the job is up for grabs. They brought in a vet, but Geno didn't have a great season. Cade didn't have a great season. So what better time than to get the start in the first preseason game to go out and show that I do belong? He's watching what his other rookies are doing. Carson Beck, Drew Allard had great showings. He wants to show that I can ball too.
Yeah, and just like with Will Howard and with Drew Allard, as you mentioned last night, Rodgers is going to get out there, for week 1. And if it all works for the Steelers, they're not going to touch a football for a live snap for the rest of the year if it all works out for them. And so Klubnik has got a big opportunity in front of him here tonight. And you could also make the case that Geno may be the right guy for the job right now for the Jets because they're still trying to build a roster. They trade away Sauce. They trade away Quinnen Williams. They hit that reset. And David Bailey
Or 750 customer cash in the purchase of a new 2026 Sportage.
You asked for it, so we delivered. It's the Throwback Value Menu from Pizza Hut. Your favorite starting at $3, featuring a personal pan just like you remember, and the iconic stuffed crust for only $10 and more. Check out everything on the Throwback Value Menu, only at Pizza Hut.
All right, so that's 1 pair of glasses. Yep. With prescription lenses, plus anti-reflective lens coating.
Oh.
Scratch-resistant coating.
Did I choose?
UV protection. Award-winning customer service.
That's me.
That's also me. Free returns, free exchanges, and free frame adjustments for life.
And how much more is that?
Oh, it's all included at Warby Parker.
So my glasses
are still just $95.
Oh.
Surprise! I just get excited.
The CW and ESPN are announcing the ultimate team-up as the ESPN app becomes the exclusive streaming home for all CW.
Falcons preseason football is presented by Mercedes-Benz. It's the best or nothing. In part by your Home Depot. How doers get things done. And by AT&T. Here in Atlanta, back at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the 10th anniversary of the opening of this awesome facility. And we get set to kick things off. And right now, let's go downstairs to the fourth member of our team, Jen Hale.
Hi there, Coach. You know, tonight marks a new chapter for Falcons legendary quarterback Matt Ryan. The next page in his growing story with this franchise. 8 months ago, Matty Ice walked out of the broadcast booth and stepped into the newly created role of president of football here in Atlanta. And now his fingerprints are all across this organization. Kevin Stefanski described it to me as our anything and everything. You'll find Matt Ryan helping the front office evaluate players, coaching up different positions in the quarterback room, even throwing to the scout team. I had a chance to visit with him a few minutes ago, and he told me he is loving the challenge of life on this side of things. Tonight, he's excited and a little bit anxious to see all those months of work add up on the field.
Well, let's see how he deals as the Falcons won the toss, deferred. Nick Folk, one of the new signees, will kick off. It's received by Cameron Ross on the run, and Ross will take it across the 30, tackled at the 31-yard line. And that is where the Denver Broncos will start with the football. The Broncos coming off a 14-3 season last year. They won the AFC West. Jarrett Stidham, who was the starting quarterback in the final game of the season in the AFC Conference Championship when they lost to the Patriots after the injury to Bo Nix. He will start tonight at quarterback. On first down, play action. Stidham to the far sideline. That pass is complete. It's a 15-yard pickup to number 13, Pat Bryant.
Nice throw by Stidham there. I'm excited to see this Falcons defense with all the changes that have occurred within this organization, both inside and outside the lines. The one thing that has stayed the same is the defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, coming back with that same system. Should allow these guys to play a lot faster than the rest of the team straight off the jump.
Some great numbers last year by Jeff Ulbrich's defense, although there are some injuries that they'll have to deal with this year. Hand off to R.J. Harvey up the middle. He'll take it to midfield, pick up 4. And he's tackled by Brandon Dorless, one of those guys up front.
Now, Brandon Dorless, a lot of people forget with James Pierce, Jalen Walker being out, where the sack's going to come from. He was second on the team in sacks last year with 8.5. He seems to get better with each and every week. He finished the year strong last year when he was out there, so he is going to be asked to step up and fill some big voids on the edge.
So the news came out today that James Pierce Jr. has been suspended the first 8 games of the season as that pass is complete to Cortland Sutton for the maybe at the first down marker, picks up 6, and let's see if they give him the first down.
You just talked about not having James Pierce Jr. obviously for 8 games, and obviously topic conversation. The Falcons brass knew this was something that was, coming down the way, and you see James Pierce there on the sideline. He will play in the preseason. He'll get a chance to be here by August 30th. He has to be away from the team, and first chance to come back will be the week they play in Madrid.
Third and short. It's the handoff to the fullback, Adam Prentice, and he'll move the chains for the first down for this Broncos team.
Talking to Jeff Ulbrich before the game, the defensive coordinator, telling me that it's not just the edge that he has to get figured out. Who are going to be the 2 anchors on the inside? They're going to try to go with a lot of four-man fronts, and there he is trying to devise who are these guys going to be that step up not only off the edge, but can be those run stuffers in front and let the linebackers run free.
You see those numbers about the sacks. What was the biggest change that you saw last year with Ulbrich as a defensive coordinator?
Simplicity. It's a simple defense. He doesn't like his players to overthink. He allows them to be clear with their thinking and play fast.
Stidham's pass is complete down to the 1-yard line to Cortland Sutton, a 40-yard completion.
So one-on-one opportunity on the outside, and Mike Hughes is playing on top of him. You got a big receiver on the outside, and Cortland Sutton, he's 6'4", 216, and he just basketballs him, really just plays him on the backside and just goes big ball and gives him a chance to go up and get the football. big-time play for the Broncos getting here. First drive looking really good for them guys.
And then a deep crosser coming in that had our center field safety bite down, and that left it wide open middle of the field there. Tough play for Hughes when he had no one inside the half. Watch out for Prentice, the fullback here. The handoff is to Prentice, and he is in for the touchdown. A 7-play drive results in a touchdown for the Denver Broncos. Coach Stefanski had talked about the starters will probably get either one series or 10 plays. That's about 7 plays there, he said, Coach. So we may see those starters come back out again and get another good look and try to correct some errors that were made there.
Yeah, you usually don't want to leave, especially when you got your starters in it for the first time. You want to have some kind of success. Denver walks right down the field and puts 6 on the board.
Yeah, Divine Diablo, their starting middle linebacker, of course, out with dealing with a little bit of injury, healing up. So you got some 2 young rookie draft picks in there trying to step in their first game action in the NFL. Will Lutz, extra point is good. A 7-play drive by the Denver Broncos capped off with a touchdown by the fullback. Yes, there is the fullback position still in the NFL.
This summer,
the NFL season comes early. This year it starts on Wednesday with a Super Bowl rematch in Seattle.
It's showtime!
Thursday night, the first ever game in Australia. Niners, Rams in Melbourne.
We're the big dog in the fight.
Then Sunday brings week 1 to life. 13 games with Cowboys, Giants in prime time.
Hit for the touchdown!
And Monday night, Broncos, Chiefs. It all begins Wednesday, September 9th.
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry. Hungry for the Sorrento and the capability that keeps going wherever life takes you. So go ahead, take the fork in the road. With a capable Sorrento, every way forward is the right way. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months or $3,000 customer cash on the purchase of a new 2026 Sorrento.
You asked for it, so we delivered. It's the Throwback Value Menu from Pizza Hut. Your favorite starting at $3, featuring a personal pan just like you remember, and the iconic stuffed crust for only $10 and more. Check out everything on the Throwback Value Menu, only at Pizza Hut.
Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
Stains bringing the vibe down? Don't sweat it. Just 1 box of Crest 3D white strips keep your smile whiter all year. Just peel, apply, and reveal. Your brightest smile. Your most confident you. Ready for all of it, through and through. Look at that glow. Reveal your whitest smile yet with the #1 teeth whitening brand in America.
Seven 0. The Broncos score on the opening drive. Falcons awaiting the kickoff by Will Lutz. It'll be Tyler Goodson and Olamide Zaccheaus back to receive this kick.
Good chance to take a look at your special teams players, right? Goodson, Zaccheaus probably get some kickoff returns. Zaccheaus also some punt return in the +50 looks. Come season time, Brian Robinson, the new running back addition they have in there, he would also be one of your candidates to be your kick returner this season.
Zaccheaus from the 7 will take it out to the 31-yard line, and that's where we're going to find Tua Tagovailoa for the first time in this Falcons uniform. Take the field after his career with the Miami Dolphins. You see, he's always been an accurate thrower of the football. And he was signed to be maybe the backup, maybe compete with Michael Penix Jr. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Brian Robinson in at tailback. What's the first play for Tua? And it's going to be a handoff to Robinson. And Robinson will be tackled at the line of scrimmage by Jonathan Cooper.
And this is a good test for this offense. You think about where the Denver Broncos were last year defensively. One of the top defenses in all of the National Football League, so their front was really good. They got after the quarterback really well. This is a front that you say, all right, we got to make sure we communicate well. And it's going to be fun to see what happens also at right tackle. We're going to keep an eye. Right now, you got Michael Terrell in there. We know the other 4 guys. We'll talk about those guys in a minute. But that right tackle spot is a big topic of conversation in camp.
A fumble on the snap. Tagovailoa jumps on it. So 3rd and long coming up. A loss of 5 on the play. It looked like he took his eye off the ball as he was looking at the Drake London Pat Surtain matchup.
Must be preseason football. Hit him right in the hands and wasn't able to come up with it. We know we'll see a lot of that, and typically a lot of penalties as well. Mishaps, big part of the preseason. But look, quarterback position, the Falcons aren't asking their quarterback, whoever that may be, to be Superman. Just drive the Batmobile. With all those weapons out there, they're everywhere. Just get the ball to where it needs to go.
On 3rd and 15, dumping it off. And that pass is complete. For a pickup of 7, it's Kyle Pitts. And that just gives a little bit of extra room to the punter. Another new signee in Jake Bailey.
Jake Bailey came in on a 3-year deal. He's been in Miami the last 3 seasons. Was with new Falcons special teams coordinator Craig Aukerman there in Miami. Averaged 46.9 yards per punt. Before that, he spent 4 seasons in New England. He's a seasoned veteran at that position.
Sean Fresh Jr. is back. This is a good, high, deep punt. Back to the 10-yard line. Fresh goes to play it. And Fresh gets tripped up as he crosses the 15. A 57-yard punt. A 6-yard return. And DeMarco Helms with a special teams tackle.
Here's the kickoff, and it goes to Robinson, who takes it by the scrimmage.
Dude, this is a big game. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Whoa, you got the game?
Yeah. Go. Yes. Are you guys watching the game? Yes, with NFL Plus.
It's 4th and goal, and the clock continues to tick.
Oh, no.
What will they do?
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus, and keep the NFL in reach.
Get 0% APR for up to 48 months or $750 customer cash on the purchase of a new 2026 Sportage.
The DQ Blizzard Double Flip Deal is here. Buy 1 Blizzard treat and get a second for just 99 cents.
99 cents? That's bananas.
1, 2, 3, we got a DQ flavor, Savannah. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Limited time. Get it in the DQ app.
When an outage strikes, keep living life uninterrupted. Generac home standby generators automatically restore power to your home within seconds, helping you protect what matters most, even when the grid can't. Discover comfort, connection, and peace of mind anytime with the #1 home standby generator in the world. Get your free estimate today at Generac.com.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Skyrizi helps people feel significant symptom relief as early as 4 weeks and can help with remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and at 4 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like